Here we go. Here we go, bunnies. Ooh, la, 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 la. I should probably get your snuffle pad, shouldn't I, to slow you down a little bit. Just a little bit. Otherwise you're going to have eaten all of them before 10. Kind of munched through all of them. Done a heckin' munch. There's still some of this booty fluff whilst you're distracted. Nice. Good morning, cow. How's it going? How be do? Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Mazira. Yes, I have to finish a little bit early today on account of I am recording at 11. So I will need to, I'll need to head off a little bit early. So I thought I would start a little bit early to make up for it. Good morning, Minion. Is Gerry a pre-roll ad for baby Banus? Are you a baby Banu, my baby boy? Good morning, Ben's #1 fan. Good morning, Nacenta and Balin. Yes, this stream is precisely when I mean it to be. Good morning, Zara. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we're recording. We have a guest on Comfort Zone today. And they wanted to do slightly earlier, so usually we do 11:30. I thought I'd scamper away a bit early. Zen Mango, thank you very much for the 5 months. Thank you. I hope you're doing good. Good morning, Justin. Also, change to the schedule. I will not be on my channel this afternoon. Someone in the office is ill, so I'm stepping in for them. So I shall be on Yog's Cast channel, but I'll do a little post in the schedule thingamabob to let people know. Good morning, Dave. Ready? 10:05. Well, time to go. I'm glad to see Fifi eating today because she gave me a heckin' scare last night. She, all of a sudden, just didn't want to eat and she was tummy pressing and all of that usual worrying malarkey that the bunnies will do. And, she, yeah, I was worried. And then I think she literally just needed, I think she was just a bit gassy. She just needed a little toot. And then she was fine. And I was just like, oh, thank goodness. But she, yeah, she just ran around for a little bit and then she was fine eating again. I was like, okay. But I was worried I'd come downstairs this morning and she'd be a bit, blocked up again, but no, she's been fine. She's been digging and running around and being herself, which is good. Am I sick again? No, I'm absolutely fine. No, I've been good since, wait, when did I have that cold? When did I have that cold? It's been a wee while. It's before the wrestling. Well, no, it was during the wrestling, I guess. But no, it's been a while. It's been a while. Who do you think the buns would be in Lord of the Rings? They would be... Good morning, Ginge. Morning, Thomas. They would be hobbits, most likely. I think bunnies are most like hobbits. I think they would just want to have... big food, nice cozy adventure, nothing too much, and just sort of, yeah. Good morning, Hanny. You've had one Nana, yes. What about second Nana? Helen, thank you very much for the 43 months. Good morning. You sound a bit congested. Oh no, this is just this is just my voice. I'm sorry. This is just how I sound. They're taking the bunnies to Isengard. Oh no. I mean, Fifi is very like graceful. I guess she would be sort of elven in that way. Need extra buns this morning. Got an interview today and a little nervous. Oh, I hope it goes well. Fingers crossed. Megalomaniac, thank you very much for the 54 months. Good morning. Hope you're doing good. Good morning, Alex. But yeah, she could be very. You've had COVID all week. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It seems like it's doing. I mean, I know it didn't stop doing the rounds, but it just seems that there's like. I mean, I saw Booth's status the other day saying that she had it, and obviously Kirsty got it, and then another one of my friends got it as well. It's yeah, it seems to just be doing the rounds at the moment. Just seems like there's a new variant, yeah, and I hope it's not been wiping you out too much because the people that I've known who have got it, I mean, I don't know how bad Booth has it, but the like local people, they're really been wiped out with it, sort of thing. Sophie and I had it. Oh no. Ironically, I got invited for a booster by the NHS last night. Well, hopefully that, can help the next time. Fingers crossed. Well, fingers crossed there won't be a next time, of course. But yeah. Are you still self-aware of your R's? Wait. My R's? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Yes, it's Holy Gosh Downstream. That's the one that I will be subbing in for. So I'll be well, now you are. Wait, is this because I live in Bristol? But yeah, Kirsty did get it really bad, bless her. I swear it took like a couple of weeks for her to be fully over it. Bless her. Really knocked her out for like a good week. Well, a bad week, I guess. I seem to be misremembering something from Comfort Zone. Oh, back when I was like, when I was like 13 or maybe younger, I had braces and I couldn't say my R's then. So that might have been it. Because obviously when you have a name with an R in it and you can't say R's and you're just like, hello, I'm Bryony. But I can say it now. But for a long time afterward, for like years afterwards, I'd be like, can I say my name now? I don't know if I can say it yet. And I would just be like, hello, call me B. But no, now the only R's I'm worried about are German R's because I can't say them properly. There's just something about the when I'm trying to like repeat stuff back on Duolingo, and when you can just hear that it's not how they're saying it. There's just something about I don't know, it's almost like you're not saying it with your R. I guess R. I guess when you're doing it like how I would normally say an R, you're sort of very much at the front of your mouth, like you're all. I'm trying to think how your mouth feels when you're saying letters, whereas it feels like when you're doing the German R, you're more like in the middle of your mouth, and it feels weird. It feels closer to saying like an L than an R. Somehow, it's an odd one. Helen, thank you very much for gifting us up to Steve. Steve, oh look at her tooth purring. You got them tooth purrs. Ugh. The Bristolian R doesn't mesh well with the German R for me when I do my Duolingo. Yeah, it's just. I can't think how to describe it, and I can't even think of like. Well, it's not as bad as I have some friends who are learning Spanish, and they're saying like it's difficult to do the like rolling R. I think Kirsty's having that as well with Swedish. We just, yeah, we're not really R rollers in English. So I guess it's just something that if you've not trained how to do it, I cannot roll R's. Yeah, I was thinking about you, Rob. But I have another friend who's learning Spanish and he said the same as well. I do a German R, it's all the way back on my soft palate. Because I guess, well, there's like Frankreich. I guess it's that sort of like, right, the middle one. Maybe that's not like a good example. I can't think of any German words with R in the middle now. The sort of R that I'm trying to think of. But yeah, oh my gosh. So I've got into the problem now of I'm learning the like career, what's it called? Like what you do for work section of Duolingo. And every single job is gendered. And I'm just like, why are you making me learn 2 words for every job? And also, it's not as simple as like, sometimes you just put this on the end, and it's a lady job, not a man job. It's like, sometimes it'll have different accents over the letters and you're like, why? Why would you do that? Thankfully no R's in Kaninchen though, this is true. Did anyone else used to have to sing Ich habe ein Pony? That was the German song we used to sing at school. And then it was Zwei Kaninchen, which I guess is true. I can't remember what any of the others were though from then on. But I think I did find it on the internet once. What a banger. I mean, I guess English does have like waiter and waitress, but I think in recent years there's been more of an effort to like, I think you would just say waiter now in the same way that people don't say actress anymore. You just say actor. And to try and say like postal worker instead of postman and stuff like that. Didn't do any German when I was at school. It was all about the Francais. We had a choice, I think, between like apparently some people in my school did Spanish. I was never at any point offered Spanish. But I think it was just between French and German, and I chose French just because I had been to France. So, but I did go to German for school, so I must have done German for a little bit. Wait, I did go to Germany on a school trip for a week. So I must have done German for I think you do both for 3 years, and then don't you specialise for your GCSEs, I guess. Get one in line with. But yeah, I don't think we did French and German for 1 year and then picked. I don't remember why I would have gone on a Germany school trip when I have a French GCSE. Maybe I just went on the wrong trip. Maybe I just went to the wrong place. I don't know, but I've definitely been to Germany. I bought a knife. It was a letter opener shaped like a sword, and it got confiscated because my friend accidentally stabbed herself. But I got it back again. But yeah, some people did Spanish, but I don't remember that being an option. Oh, big yawn, Fifi. Oh, don't go shy now. But my German teacher was Scottish. So I think I spent like 3 years learning German with a with a Scottish accent. And the French teacher is like absolutely mad, but in like a fun way. But yeah, I do. But it's been nice, sort of like I'm not a languagey person at all. I barely speak English at the best of times. So I am under no illusion that I'm actually going to be able to speak German at any point in my life. But it's nice. It's been like a nice exercise to sort of learn. And when I do pick something up, it makes me... It feels like an achieve, which is nice. We watched a German detective show with a dog in German class, so I liked it. My French teacher was scary. She taught by fear. Well, I had two different French teachers. One of them, the man was mad. The lady was just a bit scary, but I liked her because, well, I think the man was British, but the lady was actually French, and I liked her because she would say my name, Brionnet, and I was like, I want everyone to call me Brionnet. It's why whenever people are like, oh, how do I pronounce your name? I'm just like, however you bloody well want, I don't care. Just whatever comes naturally in your accent. It's like mostly, I think Americans usually default for Brioni. And I'm just like, that's fine. That's fine. However you want to say it. I don't care. I mean, essentially, my name is the name of there's a man outside my house. It's just right outside the window. We've got, we rented out our parking space to someone, and now I think they're there for work, and every morning at some point they park up, and then we just make eye contact and pretend we've not seen each other. And this was the moment today. They're just looking at me sat on the floor stroking Gerry, and I'm just like, don't look at me. Do not perceive me. Arne is knocking on the wall with a bag of nuts. Yeah. Oh no. Don't let him in. If he's cold. If you're cold, he's cold, but still don't let him in. Dear oh dear. He's gone now. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe I should just hold Gerry up to the window sometime and be like, hello. This is my bunny. Ich habe 2 Kaninchen. How much do you get for the parking spot? Not much at all. It's like a couple of quid, but it's one of those things that we were like, well, we don't have a car. We may as well just rent it out because we're not using it. And if it helps someone get a place near where they want to be, then fair dues. Which is, but yes. Put the buns up on the windowsills and let them see the world. Sometimes I hold Gerry up to, if people have been staying with us, I'll hold him up so that they can wave bye-bye, but he's never very impressed. Bless he. Think it's funny that it's Kaninchen in German because they small. It's like a lot of, is it Kanin in Swedish? It seems to be that a lot of European languages have something along that. Well, I guess in Old English it would have been Coney. So I guess that sort of sound is very like they're probably all from the same thing. And then French was just like lapin, screw you guys. We're not having a K sound. Oh, bye. Where are you going? Gerry was proper buzzing earlier. He does this little buzzing noise when he's feeling amorous. And he was just doing that and running around Fifi, and I was just like, Lapin does sound more bun-like. It's true, like a petit lapin. We're trying to find a dog to adopt. Do you have any local rescues with good the boys and girls in? I think Gerry's just forgotten what he was doing. I had to, for the first time not this year, because I did it at the beginning of the year, but for the first time in this second half of the year, have had to start heating the bunnies' heaty pads. Because Fifi was just freezing last night, bless her. She was so cold. And I thought, oh, Gerry, what's wrong? There's just something tickling his face. He was just like, no. Come on in, Fritos. It just needs to be a doggy that can live with a cat. Fedoos. I mean, a lot of the time, like, you get, this is going to sound, depressing, but I just mean that this is a nice second chance for them. But, I think, sometimes in rescues you get people like older people. I'll just say it. People who have died. Older people who have died and left their dog to the rescue. And I think those dogs can tend to be quite gentle and good with cats because they might have also had a cat. So, there's bound to be a suitable little doggo in a rescue for you. It will usually be like I don't know, Cavalier King Charles, those sorts of gentle doggos. I'm looking for a widowed dog, yeah. Lap dogs, those sorts of dogs that are, they're just used to the. Will you stop nibbling me? What are you doing? What's this baby boy? Mwah. What's this baby boy doing? He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He don't know. So Tibetan Mastiff advertised. We, when Kirsty and I were down in New Forest, pretty much every dog seemed to weirdly either be a border collie, a cocker spaniel, or a Burmese mountain dog. Those just seemed to be the three breeds that everyone had. I mean, there was the odd, like, cockapoo. But yeah, just seemed to be the dogs of choice. But I guess, to be fair, if you're going to have, you'll buy a lot of water and you'll buy big open fields. So I guess those are the dogs to have. Hello. Hello. Hi. Baby boys. Here's a collie and spaniel heaven. Ted, the office dog I saw yesterday, thinks he's a lap dog. Oh my gosh, yeah. West Highland Whites. They're a very popular retirement dog. Dogs are unafraid of ponies, true. The horses were so chill. A Jackawawa, that is, I've seen those like Jack Russell Cross Chihuahuas before, and they're always like, that's just a lot of anxiety in one dog, but I think maybe it cancels each other out and they're actually okay. I can hear your little whistly sniffler from here, mister. Don't people still... Oh, yeah, you see loads of Yorkshire Terriers around here. You do get really lovely Yorkshire Terriers. They can be little shites. We used to get one in at the vet. Sadly, she is no more. She was still when I left, but she's, no longer with us, but she was she was such a monster, and I loved her. She was like, vets would genuinely just be like in fear when she was coming into the building. This teeny tiny dog that was literally like half the size of Gerry, and people were terrified of her. And then I would take her out for a walk, and I would come back in, and I would, like, after she'd had a wee, I'd just pick her up and would just cuddle, and they'd just be like, is that insert name of doggo? And I'd be like, yeah. And they're just like, how are you holding her? And I'm just like, she's fine. Like, just don't worry about it. You just have to. It's like we used to get this dog in that was this big Labrador. It's very rare that Labradors are aggressive. They tend to be just goofy little guys. It's not really in their nature. But we did have one in that was a care. Whose name I've actually forgotten, but he was like a big chonky Labrador. And he had like a human name. He was like for the sake of the story, like George. And he was like, I had to change his t-shirt. He had like a wound on his top, so he had to wear a t-shirt to stop him from scratching it instead of a cone or anything. And I would just go in and I'd just be like, oh, hello, little baby boy, let's change your t-shirt. And I'd just be like baby talking him and changing his t-shirt. And then everyone was like, you realize he's a care dog, don't you? And I'm just like, yeah, but if I don't act like he is, then he doesn't think he is. Whereas as soon as the nurses would go in there and they'd be like, oh, I'm a bit nervous around him because he's a care, then he would start growling and stuff, and I'm like, just treat him like he's a baby, and he acts like he's a baby. He doesn't know he's scary. He's just a little. Oh, sorry. Yeah, when there were dogs that you had to approach with care, they were just called like care. They would have a big sign. We had these printed signs that we would stick on their kennels that just said care, and you just stick one of those on the kennel to let people know, like, take care, yeah. Boop, boop. I guess, yeah, it sounds weird. It sounds like he's a nurse. He's a care dog. He looks after people. But no, he took care of people, if you know what I mean. But yeah, a lot of the time it was, I mean, the hardest thing with doggos was just sort of like they do pick up on how you're acting around them. So it is just about having, like, not letting them sense fear, if that makes sense. Because I remember there was a time, for one reason or another, I got trapped in a room with a husky that was just growling at me, and it was terrifying. And I just had to stand my ground and just be like, no, I'm not letting this happen. And then just I managed to escape from the room. And as soon as I got out, I was just like, dear, oh dear. But yeah, it can be very spoopy. My favourite care dog was this pug. Pugs are generally, don't get me wrong, I don't think pugs should really, well, they shouldn't exist how they are now. That's just, they've been overbred. They're in terrible shape, and, you know, they shouldn't be how they are. But pugs, 99% of the time, are lovely dogs. Don't get me wrong. I love them so much. They're just very broken at the moment. But we had this one aggressive pug in. And so they're very rarely aggressive. But the problem was he was so brachycephalic. So his mouth was like so far, like just so smushy. His face was so flat that he would try to bite me, and he literally just could not get a purchase. And I was just like, I know you're trying to be aggressive, buddy. I know in your head you're tearing me limb from limb right now, but you're doing nothing. It's so ineffective. But you're trying. You really are trying. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, pugs, French bulldogs, boxers, all of those dogs, they need saving. But also bunnies, you get very brachycephalic bunnies as well. You want to have lovely long faces like Fifi. She's how a bunny should bunny. I mean, she's chonky. She shouldn't be this chonky, but she's a very good example of bunny. You are. You are. Whereas I see some bunnies that are, like, their noses are like where Fifi's eyes are, like in, oh, okay. Hang on. Let me give you leg. You bored already? She bored. Yeah, bunnies get it too. It's typical in like lop bunnies. I have genuinely seen some bunnies that have been up for sale by this breeder, hobby breeder, and their noses were literally behind where their eyes were. Their faces were that flat. It's terrible. And they're just destined to have a lifetime of respiratory, eye, ear problems. They're like so overbred. And then people think like, oh, but it's cute for them to have little squishy faces. And I'm like, no, it's really not. I mean, of course the bunnies are cute, but they're also suffering and it's no good. So you want to have nice... I mean, Gerry is like a little bit more squishy face than he should be. But he's still like... He's still in the good ranges, bless him. Cosy, thank you very much for the 67 months. I do believe them's are buns. You believe correct. And tier 3 as well. Crazy little bean. Thank you. I swear I've seen cats whose eyes are further forward than their noses. Yeah, it's just not good. It's like, I saw this thing recently. It was a game. I think it's called Haunted Paws, maybe? It's that one where you play like, it's a co-op spoopy game where you each play a puppy. And they were asking on their Twitter, they were like, what breed would you like us to put in the game? And I really wanted to reply and just be like, just put mongrels in the game. Just put cute little healthy long-nosed crossbreeds in, because so many games you see like oh yeah, we've got dogs, you can be a pug, and I'm just like, no, stop promoting bad breeding. Please stop. Let's just have healthy doggos, please. And cats, like you say. I think a lot of what are the ones that really suffer with it? I guess Scottish fold cats can be a bit bad, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. What is the one that's on the like oh, what's that cat food breed? Maybe it's Persians. Yeah, they're on the Sheba? Is that the food brand I'm thinking of? Is it Sheba that has a Persian? But those sorts of cats that I'm just like, they're not good. Not good. I had 2 months. One of them passed away last Friday. Amazing dog, best companion ever. We'll love and cherish him for life. Aww. Yeah, they are good boys and girls. I'm sorry to hear about your loss, though. But yeah, they will stay with you. Scottish Folds are snubby. Yeah, snubby little cats. But I mean, there are like, you know, I think there is a space. If I had it my way, if I was in charge of the world, if Tom became Prime Minister and put me in charge of the countryside and animals, then in an ideal world, like, hello, oh yump. In an ideal world, you wouldn't have to have rescues at all, because rescues, you know, they're only there because the system is failing. Whereas I would have, you know, I think there is a good space for for breeders, but obviously it needs to be done in a way that is safe and licensed. And I think anyone who has an animal in their guardianship should also have to have a license. I think you should have to, I would get rid of, there would be no more selling of pets in pet shops. I'd get rid of that. I would change so many laws regarding pet shops. Oh my gosh. I mean, the economy would fail because I wouldn't know anything about that. But the pet shops, oh my gosh, they would be brought into line. Hello. Are you just gonna chase me around until you get a food? Tea. But yeah, I would ban pet shops from selling any sort of enclosures that aren't suitable for the animals that they have in. I think it's literally, hang on. I need to balance myself because Gerry's just sent me off balance. There we go, baby boy. It was literally this year that Pets at Home started selling one suitable sized hamster enclosure. And I'm like, you're a bloody pet shop. That's all you should sell is suitable things. And they literally sell like, oh my goodness, bunnies, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. They literally sell like hamster toys that can kill hamsters. I'm just like, what is the point of this? It's so silly. Oh my goodness. Oh my bunnies, would you like your treat? I'm getting hints that they would like some food. Hello. I don't think there are laws against keeping companion animals on their own. No, sadly. Because did they bring that in was it Germany they brought that in? That like guinea pigs have to be kept together and bunnies as well? Boop-a-doo-doo. A boop-a-boop. A schooly-boop. I think some European countries have that rule. I want that rule. I would like that to be a thing here so that bunnies always have... Swiss law forbids it. That's the one. Hello! Oh. Gerry, would you like a snack? Maybe I'm at that age now where I should start writing to the government. Whenever something irks me, I'm just going to start writing to the government from now on. Okay, hang on. Right. I got it's here. Okay, and then I'm going to, come over here, and then turn around so that I can get good little bunching faces. There we go. And then I shall sit here and hope that my tummy doesn't rumble whilst you listen to the lovely sounds of bunny munching. Fifi is sat on my foot. Thank you, Fifi. Having a nice little drink at the end. Oh, Fifi. It sounds really stereotypical, but yeah, I am a big fan of salad. That wasn't my tummy, that was a car. I mean, I'm hungry, but I'm not that hungry. Her eye, yeah, for some reason, whenever she eats out of the bowl, her eye gets weepy. So you'll probably see it spill out. That's what she always like washes her face and sploops out a bit. It's just always, I think it's just when she's looking down for that long or something. I'm not really sure what causes it, but it's the only time I see it get weepy. That and when she's at the vet. It'll always be like the food makes her emotional. It's, yeah, you can see it getting a bit so then. But it's managed to keep in check ever since she got that problem with it. Like, I think ever since she had that scan where we found out that her tear duct was blocked, she I don't think we've had to go back to the vet for it at all. It's just been a case of managing it with anti-inflammatories and stuff. But yeah, bless her. Thankfully, I don't think it's bothering her, because when we found out the problem, they were saying like, oh, it might be that, you know, she has to go on eye drops every couple of months and all of this stuff, and it could be a real problem. But she but no, touch wood, it's been okay. It's been okay so far. She's very good at, I mean, I think again, it's because when you have bunnies together, they can actually help with grooming each other, which means that Gerry will be giving her eye kisses as well. So he helps keep it clean too, which is another good reason for them to be kept together. I can post a good recipe on Discord. You guys can try it out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love, you know, I learned about touch on wood recently. It's knock on wood here. Yeah, I think we get knock on wood as well, but I think it's more common to say touch wood. But I think it just became a lazy thing of maybe we just want to be quiet. But yeah, Touchwood. Wasn't there a TV show called Torchwood? Was that like a Doctor Who thing? Never heard touch. Yeah, he says Americans allowed. As British, just quietly touching the wood to ensure they're banging away. Wait, no, that sounds wrong. Now I've heard those words back, it sounds bad out of context. I don't know why it's a thing, no. Just, I'm trying to think what would have been the logical... Would it have been because of it being like holding a cross or something? Like carrying like a little wooden cross with you? Is it something to do with that? Or... Hello, baby boy. I do find it interesting finding out where sayings and stuff come from. Like, under the weather comes from ships. When people were ill on the ships, they would go down into the bottom decks, so they would literally be like under the weather, so the weather wouldn't get to them. Derives from pagan belief that malevolent spirits inhabited wood, and that if you expressed a hope for the future, you should touch or knock on the wood to prevent the spirits from hearing and presumably preventing your hopes from coming true. Ah! Lots of UK sayings are nautical. Yeah, I found that out when I was reading The Wager. And there would just be so many paying through the nose. I don't know where that one would come from. Also, it's good luck to touch iron. Wouldn't iron be because iron was thought to scare off witches? Isn't that why they used to... You'd have like iron horseshoes that you would hang up. And they would also put like iron things on horses, like the little... Because they thought that horses were more susceptible to being affected by witchcraft. So that's why they would hang the iron symbols on them and stuff. Spill the beans comes from the ancient Greek, where they would voted with black or white beans, so spilling the beans would be revealing the results of the vote. Ah, that's interesting. I like how Jumbo the elephant wasn't called that because he was big. We call things big after the elephants. They're like, that plane is big like that elephant there was that one time. When the Danes conquered Ireland in the 9th century, exorbitant taxes were imposed on each nose. Legends suggest that the slitting of the nose was used as a punishment for unpaid taxes. Ooh. By which I think I'd simply get over my fear of iron. Yes. Yes. I wonder how, when you talk about trolls, they're standing in the entrance room came about. Wait, what's that? Is that a Swedish saying? Is this like pooping in the blue cabinet? Oh, there was one I was just thinking of, but it's completely left my head now. Oh, I like, there's a French saying that is basically saying that something is off the record, and it's, you say, oh, it's between the pears and the cheese, because when they used to have, like their banquets, that would be the courses, like the fruit course and the cheese course were the ones where people would do most of their drinking and their spilling of... Well, no, they'd already been a bit drunk by then, and that's when the secrets had sort of come out. So they would sort of say like, oh, it's between the pears and the cheese. I like that one. 10:47 for your recording. Yeah, I guess I'll skedaddle at 10:02. Also, I think I've only seen... Is Rob still here? Do we have a Rob? It might just have to be a manual raid, because I think all of my Oh, is Cosmic still here? No, Rob's still here. That's okay. I was like, one of them might be around. I've not seen an animal today. Oh, I've got two. This is getting out of hand. My middle class phrases is more medieval phrases. I don't remember where I found out about it. It was, I think it was on a documentary or something. Someone was talking about it. Didn't you see Anne at the window before? That's true. Or maybe it was QI. Yeah, it's usually QI. This is how we do most of our learning. Oh, long boy. Who's a beautiful long boy? It's you, isn't it? Yup, yup, yup. Yup, yup, yup. Good baby boy. But yeah, my dad used to have a book called Phrase and Fable, and I used to like reading up about where all the different phrases had come from. Ooh, a Fifi. I've just seen a Fifi scampering to do her blanket business. I really want to cram in as many Comfort Zone guests as I can for the rest of the year. I've been trying to think who we could ask. I need to start putting the feelers out. And I was watching what is she doing? Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Maybe get Rithian back. It is time to get Rithian back. Need to find nice cozy circles to cross over with. Yeah. Becky. Be nice to have. We had Becky, but like years ago. But yeah, I think, it's been so long since some of our guests were on. I think we should start repeating them, to be honest. I love the Totally Live 0 Degrees. I loved that too. Do you know what? I was watching Henry Pop Punk, his stream yesterday, and I was like chatting away in there, and then all of a sudden people were like, who should we raid? And I can't remember, was it you, Lynx, that was like, oh, Bridie's live on Yogscast right now, and I was just like, no, don't look, don't shatter the illusion. They were like, oh, we can raid there. I was like, no, it'll dub me in. So then the raid happened, and I was just typing in chat like, this is a complete surprise. Where did this come from? I would never have guessed. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think Henry would be a lovely guest. I was thinking like, hello, Tattoo. I was wondering, would Henry want to talk about, I wonder if dreams have ever inspired pottery, etc. But yeah. Well, I should run away now. Sorry for running away a bit early, but I need to go and do a little record. You brought Nina? No, I've tried to persuade Nina to come on with us. Oh yeah, Clyde is good. Clyde is good. Who's your favourite guest been? Oh, that's a tough one. I love them all. They've always been very, very nice. I think though, like Mark Humes was very, like, I think that he's one of my... Oh, Gerry, no. You turned around with such velocity. You weren't expecting it. Oh, Brie would be lovely. I think Mark, and then the Falklands one was... Those are like my... Oh, and Clyde as well, actually, to be honest. Anyway, everyone, I will be back on at 2, but on the Yogscast channel for the Holy Gosh Dan stream. And I will... see you all there. I'll make sure to... Oh, Longest Johns, that's a good shout. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to write all these down. But yes, everyone, look after yourselves and be good. I'll see some of you later at 2, and the rest of you I'll see sometime soon, hopefully. Take care, be good. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Fifi, don't fall off the sofa. Fifi. She's slipping. Oh, she's slipping. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, there's still some time to go. We'll sit here awkwardly. Oh, no. Oh, no. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. 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 We can't thank you. Do-do-do-do-do-do.